Since I've been in Spain, you asked me to review more perfumes from fashion houses based in Spain, such as Stradivarius, Mango, Massimo Dutti, and I haven't been to a lot of those stores yet. But my husband has actually been to Massimo Dutti and he bought 2 perfumes. So I'm going to share them with you today. So let's start out with the one he bought for himself, but I have to tell you, it is very unisex and I like it a lot. This is Seaside Infusion. So the box looks like this. Very minimal, very chic, very Massimo Dutti. And then you open it up like this. So it looks actually very chic and very niche almost, as well as the bottle, which is very simple, but I like the design, and the bottle itself is a little bit green turquoise-ish when it comes to the color. And also cap, spray and everything looks pretty substantial, especially when you know the price. So this is 100 milliliters and this usually costs 40 euros, but he bought it in the sale, which is going on right now, and it has been 20 euros. So this has been very inexpensive, to say the least, and it does not smell like that at all. This is so nice. So I cannot believe that he found a perfume like that for so inexpensive. The main accords are green, aromatic and citrus, and the notes are green tea, bergamot, vetiver, fig and cardamom. To me, it seems like I have heard those notes before, but I'm not too sure. A lot of people say it smells like tea matcha by Le Labo. I would not say so. Yes, the notes are quite similar, but this one to me is a lot more wearable and sweet than tea matcha, which is very present in my mind because I just smelled that one yesterday and I don't really enjoy it that much. To me, this one smells a lot like my beloved Tea Yulong by Armani, my beloved black and green tea perfume. This one is a little bit more synthetic and sweet, but this one is also 20 euros. So, and actually the Armani one, this is so good. The Armani one is not the beastliest of beast mode perfumes there is. It actually does not have a very strong performance. So I would say they perform the same, which is crazy considering the price. But yeah, if you are into fresh green tea perfumes with a certain sweetness to them and even something creamy, I don't know if it's the fig maybe, that leans a little creamy to me. This one is so beautiful. The bergamot is there. It's super refreshing, it's citrusy, and it's very easy to understand, easy to like. I would even say it's the perfect scent to wear on like a hot summer day or after the gym, or if you just are into something very fresh and uplifting. So yeah, you can see, maybe you can see it, but he has been using it every day since he got it. He is that into it. And then he got me a perfume as well. I think this is from the women's line, but I'm not too sure. It's called Bronze Lavender. And it even says in a very funny way what the notes are in this perfume. So let's open it up. I have not tried it on my skin yet because I have been so sick, but this is what the packaging looks like. So it does look different from the other one, but you open it up like this. So they did think about packaging and everything, but it's just paper. So the other one I liked a little bit more. It was a little bit more substantial, but this is what the bottle looks like. For me, this is even more masculine looking than the other one, which is funny. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's actually brown. I don't know if you can see that, but It's actually dark brown, like apothecary bottle. And it says on here, let me tell you what the notes are in here, because it's so strange how they put it here. But the main accords are lavender, coffee, and warm spicy. And the notes are in the top, pink pepper, bergamot, and lemon. In the middle, lavender and coffee. And the base notes are sandalwood, vetiver, and musk. And let me spray it out. Very beautiful sprayer again. Very heavy, very substantial. Also the cap looks good as well. And this one is so beautiful. It's just funny that he bought it for me, in my opinion, because I think this is actually quite classic masculine leaning, but in a floral sweet way. So let me explain. Let's see what people say it smells like. Yeah, so okay. Most of the time I look at Fragrantica, I'm like, what are people telling me? Like, this does not smell like what I smell. But people do say it smells like Coffee Break by Margiela, which I totally agree with. And it also reminds me a lot of Rocha Man by Rocha. And those two perfumes are very similar to each other. And all three of those perfumes are lavender coffee based perfumes that are super creamy and very unique smelling. But I mean, now I have 3 perfumes in my collection that smell pretty much alike, but the DNA itself is not very easy. It's quite complex to me, still very likable. It's so beautiful. It's just that I'm not too sure if I need 3 bottles of basically the same perfume. But if you are into the DNA, this one is beautiful. And for me, this one is a little bit more creamy and sweet than the Rocha Man. And Margiela is a lot more expensive. So if you are into a super creamy, to me, it's even like almost like a vanilla cream. It's like a vanilla cream base with fluffy musk, and then you put in super creamy, almost like, I had a coffee flan here, so it's a dessert with coffee, like a vanilla pudding like dessert with lots of sugar, and they had coffee in there. So to me, this smells like they put this coffee dessert in there as well, and then they put some spices in it to make it more interesting, but very subtly so. It's not a super peppery, spicy, aromatic perfume. It's just there to make it more interesting, to make it a little bit more outstanding. And if I smell it from the bottle, I do smell the pepper, but it's not a very tickly pepper. It's just, as I said, there to make it not as boring, but it's not a boring scent whatsoever. As I said, it's just one that I do have in my collection. I have to say, when I sprayed it on the test strip, he bought it for me, gave it to me, and then I sprayed it on a test strip. That test strip I could smell for days. So this one, do I know the price? I don't think so, but I guess this would be around 40 euros as well for the full bottle, so 100 milliliters. And for that price, this is very good when it comes to performance, sillage, and also the scent itself. It smells very niche, it smells very beautiful, and it's something that I could see on anybody basically, because it is actually a very classic smell. Rocha Man has been out for years and years, decades at this point. And so for me, this is more like a classic smell. But because there are so many creamy, sweet nuances to this perfume, it's not just a gentleman's perfume, it's more unisex actually. And it's also almost timeless to me. So I like it a lot. I feel like it smells very, as I said, expensive, and I'm very, very excited about those two perfumes in our collection now, because I want to know how all of the other Massimo Dutti perfumes smell like now. I mean, this, wow, it's a wow. And this has been in the sale for 20 euros. I cannot believe it. So, and there have been a lot of perfumes in the sale. We just couldn't smell them in the store, which is a pity. And I don't know why they do something like that. But yeah, I did not want to blind buy. Even though 20 euros, I do not want to blind buy any perfumes anymore, especially here, because I don't want to have 1,000 bottles of perfumes to travel with me when we go back. This was my review for those two Massimo Dutti perfumes. Let me know if you've tried any of them, and let me know which specific other perfumes you want me to try. Have you heard about any of them in particular? That would be interesting to me. And until then, bye.